Now, as a public service to the human race, the Black Sphere presents Great Moments in Democrat Racist History.
Democrat presidents have been canonized by the left in history. They are said to have saved America in difficult times. Democrats exalt their presidents as icons of American history, and one such man is FDR.
We have a long way to go, but we are on the way.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Democrats say that FDR saved the country during the Great Depression with his social agenda. They say that the New Deal got people back to work. In school, we were taught that FDR was such a great president, he was the only president to serve for 3 terms. Quite an accomplishment, right? Perhaps not. Could it be that term limits were imposed because of FDR? So is the New Deal really the raw deal? Economists of today believe so, and they say that FDR's policies likely extended the Great Depression in America for at least another decade. FDR started his socialist policies prior to the war. These are policies that we've proven would not work without World War II. It was the war that put Americans back to work. It was the war that sparked the Industrial Revolution, and it was the war that ignited the American economy, not FDR's socialist policies. You may wish to argue that FDR was indeed a great president, and that the New Deal was not the raw deal, as I say that it is. To you I say, the man that you hold as the icon for your socialist party and your nutty ideas stated publicly on many occasions that he would never take a picture with a black man. That's right, your icon was a bona fide racist and a pretty bad economist too. It's what you know. Now deal with it.
Tune in next time for another edition of Great Moments in Democrat Racist History. Now, as a public service to the human race, Black Sphere Talk Radio presents Great Moments in Democrat Racist History. Today's subject is a white guy named Black. Hugo Black was a man who hated black people. And he didn't just hate them. Hugo Black was a member of the KKK in Alabama in the 1920s. He was a lawyer and became famous for defending Klansmen in court for murdering black people. In one famous case, a Klansman named Stevenson had allegedly murdered a white Catholic priest in Birmingham who was there to help black people. And Hugo Black defended Stevenson, stacking the jury with KKK members. Black was seen to make Klan gestures to the jury during the trial, and his client was found not guilty. Hugo Black used this case as part of his campaign for the Senate in 1926, calling for KKK votes and running as a Democrat. While serving in the Senate, Hugo Black filibustered against an anti-lynching law. Want more, my infidel friends? In the 1940s, KKK member Hugo Black was appointed to the Supreme Court of the United States of America by FDR, a president who famously said on many occasions he would never, ever, ever have his photograph taken with a black man.
It's what you know. Now deal with it.
Tune in next time for another edition of Great Moments in Democrat Racist History. Now, as a public service to the human race, the Black Sphere presents Great Moments in Democrat Racist History.
That racist Democrat FDR passed the torch to Harry S. Truman, the mild-mannered haberdasher from Missouri. For you liberals, haberdasher is a person who sells clothes. We are taught that Truman saved thousands of American soldiers' lives when he ordered the dropping of 2 atomic bombs on Japanese citizens. That racist Democrat FDR passed the torch to Harry S. Truman, the mild-mannered haberdasher from Missouri. For you liberals, haberdasher is a person who sells clothes. We are taught that Truman saved thousands of American soldiers' lives when he ordered the dropping of 2 atomic bombs on Japanese citizens. Historians now know that Truman was given the news that Japan was ready to surrender after the first atomic bomb. However, Truman decided that he needed to drop the second bomb in order to show the Soviets that America indeed had more than one bomb, and to keep the Soviets intimidated. Some may argue with this tactic since it cost over 80,000 Japanese lives, and these were the lives of non-combatants, as the liberals would be quick to point out. Had Truman been a Republican, and knowing what we know today, liberals would likely want to prosecute him for war crimes. At the very least, he would have been accused of being a racist, hell-bent on killing innocent Japanese in the unleashing of the second atomic bomb on Japan. But that would be a ridiculous thought given that Truman was a Democrat. A Democrat couldn't be a racist, or could he? Harry Truman was a member of the Missouri KKK. That Democrat organization started in 1865. Truman, like most racist Democrats, saw the Klan as a necessary rite of passage to get through the ranks of the Democrat Party. It's what you know. Now deal with it.
Tune in next time for another edition of Great Moments in Democrat Racist History. Now, as a public service to the human race, the Black Sphere presents Great Moments in Democrat Racist History. The year was 1964, and Lyndon Johnson, with the stroke of a pen, made law of the Civil Rights Act, ending a decades-long noble struggle by the Democrat Party in favor of equality between black and white. Yeah, baby. Just like the history books, just like you were taught in school. But no. Let's go to the numbers. In the House, Democrats 152 to 96, Republicans 138 to 34. House Democrats voted 38% no on the Civil Rights Act, Republicans only 19%. In the Senate, Dems 46 to 21, Republicans 27 to 6. Senate Democrats voted 31% no on civil rights, Republicans only 18%. If the 33 evil, racist Republican senators had block voted no on the Civil Rights Act, it would never have made it to LBJ's gleaming noble desk and shining noble pen. Well, sure, you say. Democrats were the old racists. They started the KKK to counteract Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation. They wanted to gain back that lost social ground. But surely by 1964, the roles were reversed. Right? Well, my infidel friend Dr. King never got the memo. He was still a staunch Republican when he died in April 1968.
It's what you know. Now deal with it.
Tune in next time for another edition of Great Moments in Democrat Racist History.